hold up. Let me... Oh, hold up. It froze. I need to angle it up a little bit. Oh, alright. Here you get to see... Oh. Alrighty. We are continuing our journey through the Phoenix Wright universe. I don't know if I'm gonna get the... Well, I'm talking about Apollo Justice games. We'll get there when we get there. So, turnabout beginnings. Oh, we start with the trial. All right then. I think this is a Mia chapter, if I'm correct. The girl. Let her go. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Shut up. Come closer. And I'll kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Shit. Wow. That's crazy. Wait, what's Phoenix doing there? Was he the guy? Oh. Oh, it's the first case of my long-time enemy. I'm not pushing a button right now. I wasn't looking. Name, Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before me and I ever met. That's always crazy to think about. 6 years earlier. It's her first trial. I think something... Didn't she... I remember her saying... Like, somebody saying something about Mia's first trial not going that well. So I'm interested to find out what not that well means. So February 16th, 9:24 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Yeah, okay. The protagonist is always just my regular voice. So I'm using my regular voice for Mia right now. If we run into... I don't think we'll run into Phoenix, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't. This guy made his voice just the first line. I didn't do nothing. I swear. I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. He can carry that ball and chain like... Why does he have it? Give him a heavier chain or ball, I don't know. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you try to... Or why did you escape anyway? I was like, why did you try it? Nope. Oh. I'm sorry. There's a lot of dialogue that doesn't involve me pushing the button. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere. But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry. I told them... I found that so funny. Sorry, I told a little lie. Oh boy. Exactly. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Okay. I'm really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I could never do that. Aww. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later... Oh shit. A policewoman was murdered before the police could capture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. Are you sure? Oh, I noticed he has like, is it a noose or is it like a gold chain around his neck? I don't think they'd let you have jewelry in prison, but he is very muscular, so. Like, this character design tells you so much. So that much is true. He did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. I mean, he just lied to us earlier. So that's not really helping. But, like, we're also being paid to give him the benefit of the doubt. Alright, who is this Edgeworth? Is it... Ha. Oh, no. You're not going... I don't know. I'll figure it out. You're not going to figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. Yeah. Why are you here? Mia knows this guy? I came to... Do I have to... I guess I have to... I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. God. Where is Mr. Grossberg? Ha! That old man's probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all... Okay. After all, it's me. Diego Armando. My name is Inigo Montoya. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law... oh, wait. So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me? No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client. I mean, that is pretty intense. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Why did you pick it, Mia? Or were you assigned? I don't know. Ha, relax. I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is... Huh. Oh, yep. Here we go. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since the beginning of his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Is he gonna call her kitten? Because I'm gonna rip my face off. Alright, at least he follows through with like an anecdote. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing tears and heard that simple... Alright, I got the voice down then. Heard that simple, childlike voice. I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. The truth! February 16th, 10 a.m. Blah, blah, blah. Courtroom number 4. Oh, I forgot the voice I had for this guy. It's... I don't know. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I gotta bring my Edgeworth voice back. I understand the lawyers for both sides are... Really? Why with this? Why this case? God. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Like, I know it's a story, but also I'm like... Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So, you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? Oh, I remember he's kind of Canadian. They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. Boy, at 20, I was still trying to sneak alcohol. And this man has a whole ass career. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. I mean, mood. Big mood. Growing up in figure skating, and I didn't start as a toddler. So there were a lot of kids that were way younger than me and way better than me, and I just kind of had to deal with it. The super flexible little Asian girls that have double jointed backs and shoulders and hips, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just duck-footed. I can't even do, it's called shoot the duck move, but it's like, I can't bend my knees over my toes physically. It's very uncomfortable. But I do like a little ballerina first position thing when I bend my knees. So, yeah, my knees are fucked up. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death? You got it, kitten. God. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. That's not good. Truly a horrible crime. I remember it well. There is no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. That's bullshit, okay? That is some goddamn bullshit. You do not... a testimony, like a witness's testimony, does not dispel the reasonable doubt, because someone could be making stuff up. A witness's testimony. The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. And she's not here anymore to elaborate. For those who are not aware, the Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Oh shit. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be... Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Isn't that Dahlia's last name? Did we? No. I think her last name was Dahlia Hawthorne. Ah, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind: to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha. The truth, every time either of these judges say anything, I'm like, okay, what? The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes. What the fuck? Do you just want to go to lunch early or something? Do you have to go pee? You go pee and come back. Come on. Take a 10-minute recess. 15 if you're feeling generous. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Objection! There we go, Mia. Wait a minute. That's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Well, you're being super fucking dismissive right now, and the only way to get you to listen is to shout. Edgeworth, you're one to talk, you little shit. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Exact. Thank you, Mia. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. You're the one sassing me right now, too. Okay, then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call him the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Is it? Oh, Gumshoe! He looks exactly the same. Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. Aw, baby Gumshoe. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes? Yes, I'm a lawyer. But what is it? You're Gumshoe. Stay on task. You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart. It's Gumshoe. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise... I'll write you up on contempt. I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir. Right away. The detective was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in— oh, shit. Sorry. I haven't— She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. Let's take a looky-look. Between 4 and 5 p.m. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. 40 feet, okay. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there is no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. See, okay, who the fuck judged this? Was it other judge? Was it Edgy? Maybe it was. Your Honor. If you would listen to the testimony you have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. Prepared? The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you. He is Canadian. Ha! I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake, and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready. Faux show. Okay, summary. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you have... Here, let me fix this. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Good God. Go fuck yourself. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up. Special order. Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. Is is that Godot? That is Godot. Huh. Alright. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. They keep the AC on this place so low. Like, ugh. Every building I go into, I'm like, why is it so cold in here? Is it just me always being cold? The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness. Everyone's a beginner here. Huh. You got me there? But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kitten. Stop. Doesn't make it any better. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Okay. If Godot and Mia were apparently close, as in like coworkers, why is Godot mad at? I guess he's mad at Phoenix for letting Mia die, but like he wasn't even involved, even though they tried to make him think he was. It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching. Okay. Hold it! This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. What? The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. Called? What? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls. A note? Yeah, a top secret memo that she left at her desk. But if she's thorough, why would she hide it? That doesn't make any sense. It was like, that has to be planted or something. According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me? Huh. Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask the question if you don't already know the answer. It's not the detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Hurry now. Don't make that face at me. I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to. Oh. Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. Sneaky boy. A bridge up in the mountains, but why meet there? Because it's a very important place to defend it, that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Ha! Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, "Don't move. We got you surrounded." Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that? Well, wasn't there a car? Yeah, there's a car right there. I guess you can drive up to it, but obviously you can't cross it. The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Ha. If that's what happened, she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. Yeah, exactly. Like that's a big question Rudy there. She's trying to make up words that don't even work. I wonder why she didn't mention the call to anyone. Mr. Falls had a car then? Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a... Oh, shit. That's scary. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? This is the look at this photograph. This is a photo of the stolen car trunk. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable. I mean, she's dead, so she doesn't really know what she's missing. The victim was stabbed in the back, correct? I don't see, like, any blood. Whatever. Yeah. Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back. We're talking about a woman here. Shut the fuck up, Godot. You can't tell from this photo, but a knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. Ugh. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? What did the defendant have to say about this photo? What he always says, ma'am. I didn't do it. I didn't do nothing. That's all he says. Nothing? I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car. Yeah, I mean, but did he commit murder? Is the answer that we're trying to solve here. It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says... sorry, it's all a little lie. Or something like that. Oh. That's the entire interaction we had with him. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Precisely. That certainly is some impressive police work. Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kind of close. Any later, Mr. Falls could have slipped right by. Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony. A trap? Walk into it carelessly, and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh? No, it's not. Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards. The ever famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. Yeah, it's good dough. Yeah, what really clued me in was him holding the coffee cup. I'm like, alright, that's Godot. Okay, on the day, unknown person found Sergeant Hawthorne went to the ski bridge. That's where she was brutally murdered, sir. Into this car trunk and tried to get a getaway. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Is it the trunk? It looks kind of... My banner at the top is blocking it. But it looks like there's like a crack on the trunk. Huh. Let's press this again. So what does the defendant have to say? Oh. Denial. Okay. That doesn't help me at all. Arrested. Saving. Because I'm a big baby. See, Dahlia. Okay. Yep. I was right. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Aha! I see now. Objection! A witness! Oh wait, was that not it? What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? Did I do it wrong? Whoopsie daisy. Okay, so that wasn't it. Where's her scarf? Can I just... So we know it's not. How am I older than all of these characters? It's so sad. Oh boy. Okay. Bridge. Okay. That's not it either. No, it doesn't. Okay. Mr. Falls was arrested. Okay. That's why she was brutally murdered. And the evidence on the incident. Went to... That's where she was brutally murdered. What is wrong with it? Here. Like, the only thing I see that's weird is the trunk. Kind of... Maybe it was broken. What's... I mean... If she was stabbed through the coat, there should be blood, right? Or did he wrap the coat around her? Okay. No, it's not. You can tell when the music keeps playing. That's not it. What is wrong? Tried to make a getaway. Suspicious was brutally murdered. Wear white scarf. Talk to Dahlia. Dun dun. Boom. Boom. What? Aw. Key witness. Alright. What is... Like, clearly this is the contradiction here, right? False. What? Do I present the crime photo? No, I think I tried that already. I forgot. Okay. What the heck? That's where she was brutally murdered. Designated time. I met with Mr. Falls. Between 4 and 5 p.m. Nope. Nope, it does not. Okay, what is this one? this can't be it. See, okay, she dies from blood loss, but here, let me save you again. It should be that this should be it, and it's not. So that means it's not it. What is? Okay, let's add a car. Stolen. Went to okay. Is this? No. No. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna peek. Because we're gonna be here all night. On the fourth statement. Okay. Here. Okay, it's supposed to be this one? I thought, okay, I guess I didn't try this one at all. Wait, okay. Witness. Is it? What? Wait, is this how the dialogue's supposed to go? Oh. Well, here I am, the perfectionist. I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I've ever had to actually address someone like that. You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy? Ugh, I hate those. Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective. Yes, ma'am. This photo. You said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. The note? It very clearly says, wear a white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like. Thus, this special request. I have one very simple question for you, detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. Arrgh. Yeah. The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Okay. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. Shut the fuck up. The scarf you are searching so desperately for. Is it this one, perchance? That's not white, you stupid idiot. It's not white. Where did you find that, sir? This is illegal, Edgeworth. On Dusky Bridge, I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Why? Why didn't you tell me? What the fuck? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. This is fucking illegal. It's the safest place I know. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested. Then that's not the scarf. We have discovered that apparently Valerie is very punctual. So it's not a stretch to think that she would specifically get a white. No, it's not close enough. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising. It was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth. He was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time. The court will accept the scarf into evidence. I'm gonna prove that it's bullshit. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Fay? Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck. Very good. Now if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business. That's so suspicious, Edgeworth. This is the most suspicious you've ever been. God, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively, and with hard evidence, that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did meet on that bridge that day. This is bullshit. You're just acting like he's doing all the Von Karma shit that he does. He's like a little Von Karma right now. He hasn't had his character development yet. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Everything is moving at his whim. Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. A genius, huh? I also like to think that I don't know if this is the case or anything, but I like to think that lawyers just have like a little support buddy right next to them to kind of quit back and forth with. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir. This looks staged as fuck. Somehow. Like how... Okay, whatever. This photo... Yeah. Okay. It was drizzling that day, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. How? Stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. On the bridge? Where there's mud? I mean, it's been raining, so any dirt on the wood would probably be... I don't know. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? I did. Let's just say it was a well-intentioned third party. A potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, so as you can see, Terry Falls had both the motive and the opportunity. And also, wait, hold up. Okay, it's hard to tell. Like, I was like, oh, it looks like this lady has long hair, but you can't tell because of the scarf. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened at that bridge. Uh-huh. The truth is becoming clear to me now. God. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. Judge, this is strike 2 with me on the bullshit levels. It's quite obvious he's clearly guilty. Not again. That's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean? Okay. Eyewitness. Who's this eyewitness? She's a college student. It's what's her name? Lot of heart. She's a college student. A female college student? That's right. Meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. You can't do that. Yeah, maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her.
Objection!
For the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements. That is all. What's that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. A female college student, eh? It means she's female and a college student, sir. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. She's the one who took the fucking photo. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, alright. So about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains? While it's raining. Like what? In the rain? She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. I think isn't that where she used to live? People in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. Are you trying to mansplain my place of living, my hometown? To spirits? Now that you mention it, this photo, this cloudy fog thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it. No, Your Honor. No. I don't think it's a ghost. Drizzling, huh? That's right. There is a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Haha. Looks like a cold front just moved in. In any case, the point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something. Okay. How, though, when she's facing him? And why would she turn around? Why would she... I don't know. I'm not trying to victim blame here. I'm trying to figure it out. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. So then why is she not covered in mud? I remember that happening once myself. It was really... I've never seen this Canadian word before. It was really brutal. Oh, brutal. Okay. Brutal. Saying it out loud helps. Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? It doesn't mean that you pushed someone down like that once. With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian. Ha. Save your nasty look for the right person. Huh? Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself. Hey, watch where you spill your coffee. The court record, huh? Yep. So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am. Then why is she not covered in mud? This woman is a police officer. I'm like, she should be self-defense training and all that, you know? The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet too, which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about this testimony that's still bothering me. Heh, talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo. So what do I do? You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean? Of course I do. So, the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means that somewhere, hidden in that testimony, is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That's your chance. See, okay, it goes full circle now, because this is the exact example we get from Mia, saying that there's something in there. It's always something, you know, that mentality. Okay. Just on that day, Colonel shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Yeah, why is... The scarf would be covered in blood too. Oops. What is the truth? Where the incident took place. Shows the Vic wearing the scarf. It's gotta be... It's the crime photo, right? Wait, no. Witness's photo. Here. That is not it. Whoops. Oh well, I'll take it. save here. Must have been when the scar fell off. And there's like hardly room for a fight. Talk to Dahlia. Shut the victim down, stab from the back. This photo. Okay, what? Oh, okay. This photo's in black and white. I just realized that. This photo's in black and white. And you can't tell because what's-his-face is wearing black and white. Okay. No? Wait. Did I already try that? There's an eyewitness there. This photo. We don't really know what side of the bridge they were on. This is also in black and white. I don't know. What? Here, let me... He's wearing a scarf in that photo, alright. So, about the witness who took this photo. What was this person doing all the way in the mountains? Wildfires. But it was raining. Drizzling, huh? Okay. Point is that the area was quite damp. Even some fog. Okay, anyway, the criminal... Hold on, I don't remember if Did I... Yay! Okay. I promise I wasn't guessing. I was trying to think. So, at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and the fog, too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But This is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Yeah, she's dry. And considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. And Edgeworth knew this whole fucking time. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo that doesn't fit with the conditions that day? Her front? Here? Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. That's what's strange, Judge. Yeah, hey, Mia. Same brain cell we're sharing right now. That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. Oh, that's exactly right. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. What is with the hockey? Like, is that like a hockey reference? I don't know. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. Alright, Edgeworth grasping at straws. If you're... That's awful. I actually know... I do know a person who... I know at least two who died in the shower. It's both for... One was an accident, the other was a heart problem. It was a kid too, so it was very. It sucked. If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street. Oh, that's okay. Well, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? The surface of the bridge, huh? It's the scarf! Oh yeah, the scarf. Ha, a real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. It's the scarf that you just so happen to probably fucking make up. The evidence is this scarf. Oh. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. Ugh. No, I can't be out. Are you Edgeworth? Holy... Bruh, that is not cool. I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo. What the fuck? Hey, same to you, buddy. You're a bimbo too. You're a himbo. Which, usually himbo means endearing. I don't know. Well, Gumshoe's a himbo. Edgeworth is a bimbo. I would agree. Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright. It's not like he's giving me a choice here. Huh. You're doing pretty well for a little kid. Mr. Armando. No matter what he says, that contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, or it's, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. I think it's the scarf. Cause it's the one he's been most defensive about. Here, let me save here, just in case I'm wrong. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is. Yes. The false evidence in this case is the photo, but in the trunk. Obviously not the body. That's the photo. Or the testimony. I'm gonna say photo. Did I get it right? About the photo that the prosecution claims was taken by a witness. It certainly seems to show that a man in a prison uniform and a woman in a coat. However, we can't tell any more from the photo. Are you saying the people in the photo may not be the victim and the defendant? Well, that's certainly a possibility. So perhaps it was another prisoner and policewoman. I admit, people have their quirks. Perhaps they were part of a role-playing group. Jeez. Well, I suppose that's also... Okay, is that not it? Possible, I guess. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay, it's not the photo. But in the trunk, witness... Okay, it's the testimony then. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dry at all. Dirty at all. That's true. It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place. Okay. Your Honor. Your Honor, I need water. The defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. If it's Lada, I'm gonna scream. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? It's not Lada. That is our girl, Dahlia. Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? Stop. I'm not okay, fine. It's a Canadianism. You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand... It's okay, Lauren. We can get through this. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. Hey, not so fast. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Go fuck yourself. I'm just like, I could not be a lawyer. Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. I don't remember what voice I had for Dahlia. Sir? Yes, my dear? This is my first time, so I'm sure... I'm gonna die. Okay. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Can I jump off the bridge instead? Not at all. There's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, You just made up a name right fucking now? Did you just make up a name right fucking now? Because that's a pretty good name to make up right now. That was a very popular name in the early 2000s. My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you're the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? Ah! How can you be so mean? Now see here. What are you doing shoving that in her? She's the one who took the photo. She was there. She saw everything. Why is she angry? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. I just told her to look at this photograph. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken. How can I prove that her name's not Melissa? Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm a defense attorney. My name is Mia Faye. I see. So you are... Oh. Huh? So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was just using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Hold it! Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I heard and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
I believe the map would be of help here. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. How? Bitch, how? How? Bitch, how? There would have been a fucking rock in the way. A whole ass rock. Mountain rock. A peninsula. I don't know. I was standing over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
That's some bullshit. I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. When I first saw it, I'm like, wait, did he ask her to bring it to the crime scene? No, just to court.
Ho ho ho. What a cute camera, just like its owner.
Judge, just... I hope an earthquake happens right now. So Edgeworth can be like, down. Edgeworth down. Okay, Melissa Foster took the witness's photo. It's a small but powerful model.
Alright then, Miss Faye. Time for your cross-examination. Okay, but I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel.
Well, I'm just gonna have to prepare my anus or something. I don't know. In the rain? You know, I'm not even gonna... Okay, wait, it's not gonna pull up a map. Okay. Never mind. Did you say wildflowers? There ain't no wildflowers up there, bitch. Probably. I don't know. Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, Girl, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Ho ho, I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly.
I mean, if you want to get yourself used to having a beard, I don't know. It feels like it would get in the way. And I say that with my long hair. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor? Oh, so there are two people. Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom. But it's only okay because it's me, because I'm adorable.
Yep. Not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. I love World Star. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
Too much info, Your Honor. In any case, It's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were. Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Started fighting. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just heard that maybe you overheard what they said. Oh God. I would. How is that? That's my favorite thing to do. I mean, I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that. Shut up.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Ugh. That's what I heard. Why did you take the photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. They were standing stock still, right in front of each other. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. That's why I went up to the mountains to take pictures of wildflowers. I guess that part of me just kind of took over.
Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police.
Huh. You called the police?
Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape. We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation.
It was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes into that testimony of hers. You're gonna have to come up with something really good, Mia. Meow, meow, meow. Hurried and took the photo.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. There we go. Yep. Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that?
Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Don't. My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he?
I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I use it. Bitch, you have a digital camera. Bitch. It's a digital camera.
That is a digital camera.
You use all the film, I mean.
You ran out of film?
This photo was the last one. What?
I'm calling bullshit.
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers.
It was raining. Yeah, she had a tripod. The witness. Oh, she had a tripod. Oh. The witness herself? And who took the photos?
Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it.
So you took photos of yourself? I remember. Yeah, this was before selfies were really a thing. I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details.
It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after—
What the fuck?
Wait, just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, then she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. God damn it, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
God. Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy is a sucker for sweet talk.
Ha. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. She only got about 10 years. Okay. So they started fighting. Okay. Why would she run towards the bridge? Why do you think she tried to run away?
With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
Yeah, I'm glad Mia's also being like, she's a policewoman. I don't know.
This is a large, powerful man with a knife.
And which is a type of person she was positive trained to fight against, work with, against.
If it...
Shut the fuck up. That's not even funny now.
If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
Quaggy? Why you? If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
There's still something wrong with this testimony.
So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him?
Well, it's a narrow bridge and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off. Ha, does it now? You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must have been something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten.
That girl has the... Okay, yep. Bum, bum, bing, bing. Tried to run away, but... Okay. Turned around, tried to run away.
She's giving numbers, so this is probably the bullshit. Because she said she was on the south side of that little part. Oh, they weren't on that. They weren't on the left side. They were on the right side. So her being over there makes sense. But then how did they get across? I don't know. Here, let me save here. Because I think that's the contradiction right here. The map? There we go. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You said there were two contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end.
Oh god. You said 10 yards, but she could have ran even 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
What does all this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court?
Yeah. Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say?
What are you referring to?
It's all because... What? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying...
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. I don't know. That's ridiculous. You can actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Shut the fuck up. Huh. That guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward.
Well, Miss Faye, seems you've once again made a reckless
that is not reckless when I was not given the information. You stupid fuck. I am so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, 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 no. It wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster.
There is no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir.
God. This thing is so long. Running from the crime.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms.
Then how did she die of blood loss?
Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
God, yes, that's true. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts the testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that. Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. Ha. That's what I like to hear.
All right, Miss Fay, your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Here, I need to take a quick bathroom break. Give me like 5 minutes. Alright, I have returned. Okay. Running from the crime. Let's... You... Are you saying the victim... that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall... Oh, of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy. Objection! If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so rude. You're the one who fucking interrupted and started this whole conversation.
Well, young lady?
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. Sounds like bullshit. We're one step too slow. And then what did the defendant do after that? You personally witnessed that? Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off. That's what you're worried about? The scarf? Not the blood? And the knife in her back?
You mean this scarf?
Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem. That's what it's speculation. There you go. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Without a speck of blood being found on him later? Maybe? I don't know. Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Objection! Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden?
Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us.
Why couldn't he? No. Yeah. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Like if he left the body there, it would have been probably easier to hide evidence, honestly. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. While it's raining, a surprising number of people go up there. Yeah, but it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? Correct. There's also a small... Yeah, she owns it. There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks. They just love cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. Man, if I were Mia, I'd be like, I am the Faye family. And you're absolutely certain it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you did get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent. You're a remarkably honest young woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what? Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your coffee? No. Well, no, it doesn't really count as coffee. I like whenever, I guess it's coming up now. The salted caramel lattes you can get at Starbucks around, I guess it's one of the Christmas drinks. Yeah. That's my favorite. I look forward to that. I get my one, my yearly one, and then I drink it. I'm like, oh God, what have I done? No, why would I? What? Why not? Huh? It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? No. Yeah, pumpkin spice has never been, it's too syrupy. Because like the time I worked at Starbucks was the holiday season. Yeah, it's too syrupy. I'll be happy with like one a year. I haven't had any yet, but you know. Lately I've been getting like the tea thing. I don't know if they still have it was like a lemonade thing with like the little raspberry boba balls or something. That was good. I like that. But yeah, those are the two possible things I get at Starbucks. Listen, my point is if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence. He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose. By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all. So he's tried it. After he stabbed her on the back. Only way he could make sure this body stays hidden. Didn't just leave the body. Didn't leave the body. He quickly picked her up in his arms. What? So, nope. Okay. Carried her over to the car. Since that was the only way. Couldn't just leave the body. Why couldn't he leave it again? Yeah. Oh, there's hikers. Okay. It's the only way. My question is, where the fuck is the blood? Where is the blood? This ain't Danganronpa with the pink blood, but you know. Found on Dusky Bridge. Well, I know this is Dahlia, but Mia doesn't know that. How? Okay. What side did they say they're supposed to be on? Side of the car? What? Boom, boom, boom. Quickly picked her up in his arms. Okay, I'm gonna start guessing a little bit because I'm just not doing anything right now. Picked her up. No. No, it doesn't. Okay. Carried her over to the car. I feel like... Map? No. Okay, nope. Carry over to the car. Here, let me... Again, you mean the defendant carried the body by himself? So it's that one. Suppose that's the only way. Yeah, well, there's the fucking river. There's the river. How do I point out the river? The map, maybe? Okay. There we go. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. It's the river!
Well, what is it?
Take a look at this map. I was about to say photograph, but it's a map. Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those, yeah, we already went. Powerful current, so blah blah blah.
Oh.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. Ooh. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body into the water.
Order, order, order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye.
Shut the fuck up.
But I must admit, it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Ooh.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. Shut the fuck up. She lives there! Sorry, that was probably loud. That's where she lives! Lived. I'm sure she has like an apartment in the city now. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
Quite true.
Shut the fuck up. I need all these people to stop talking, but if that happened, the game would be over. What?
Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
Fuck you. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car.
That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us.
Ugh. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who's he talking about? All right, I'll do my best. I like to imagine now that Dahlia just walks on point, like ballerina on point everywhere she goes. And then her feet turn into the knuckles. That's what happens if you do ballet. Your feet get fucked up. Okay, after step there, we carried over to her car. The killer broken. Oh. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police. I am a white woman. I can do that. And so that's when you called the police. You're sure you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. The killer broke into the trunk. Yeah, the trunk did look broken. Carried it over to the car. Broke into the trunk. Couldn't just leave it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, what is certain, not certain? Okay. So I guess it's the last thing. Let me read this again. What did the man do then? He's about to run. Call the police. Then... When are people gonna talk about the blood that she supposedly died from? Is this... Just leave the body. I broke into the car. Here, let me save here. Broke into the trunk of the stolen car and had the body in there. Is it the map again? It's the map again. Hey. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? When there was a whole fucking mountain in your way? I knew that would come back. Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. Look at this graph. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. You see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Ah. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock.
But in real life, it's not actually there. We can't prove it because we're not there.
However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. No. Are you 20 feet tall? I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is more like a cliff. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. I mean, that would make it more likely that she would remember what happened, because you know how the trauma, you know? That's the only thing you can remember now. You're like, well, fuck. I don't have anything else except this one time something happened. I was about to say something like, nope. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
Objection!
That's some bullshit. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Objection!
Shut up, Von Edgeworth. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Hasn't he used I think I said, hasn't he used that excuse before? I'm like, no, he's just using it again later.
Quite true. You know what they say. To err is to human, to forgive, divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair. Ha. Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando. Don't look back until the trial's over. Now's the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. Oh, so tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? That is true. I did notice that it is broken. I'm not gonna move the top bar, but you can kind of see the crack. What am I trying to point? Pointing at my TV, like it's over there. But it's at the top. Aha! Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom.
Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. How do you know that? I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
Well, what? But let me see that photo.
Yeah.
It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
No, how would she know that? The judge is on her side. Can't make any mistakes here. Okay, this is when I save. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? Yeah. It doesn't work. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when. When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Excuse me. Finally. I finally got her. Ha. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... It's gotta be her car, then. That's the only one that makes sense. Because the stolen car actually belonged to her. That's why she knew about the scratches. How is this not... How are we just now finding this out? We know the car was stolen. Apparently it didn't matter from whom until now. God.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
Frankly, Your Honor, after hearing a pathetic response like that, I have to question whether or not such a pathetic lawyer should even exist.
Did you hear that, Miss Faye? I believe Mr. Edgeworth just called you a knucklehead.
Jeez, isn't that what we're doing? What? I thought that was right. Well, okay. She just I don't know, man. There's only one way the victim had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. Okay, maybe this is bullshit. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison guard. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key There was no need to break it open. Oh, wait, so it wasn't her car, it was Falls's car. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Which means the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, you're right. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling us about about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could have only been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we know that at the time she was taking photographs. Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. Von Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is this... The shutter for this... Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. The fact that it's not digital is baffling to me. Why? It's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture. What are you trying to say then, Miss Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, she really did use the camera's auto timer. I wonder how long can you time it for? Then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Will the defense please explain further?
Listen, this is a crucial point. See, whenever they say that, they're like, hey, you should save maybe, if you're a big baby like me. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. She's in the picture.
Well then, please answer this question.
Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim Miss Hawthorne is standing.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Order. Miss Fay, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk... Oh, I came to the realization as soon as Mia said, I'm like, oh shit, she was killed before. It could have only been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine. Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
Objection!
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then, who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. And based on their real last names, they are related. Like, Valerie must be her older sister. Let me see. Yeah, 23 and 19. That's a decent sibling age gap.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
Objection!
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. Not if they're related. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped him get him convicted. No. 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 But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You're just making this up as you go along. Where is your proof? The fucking... Sorry. I get so amped up. I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. Boom. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? Okay, she just pretended to faint. Okay. She pretended to pass out. That's fine. She can stay there.
Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Here. There. Well, isn't that obvious? She is the real culprit. Ha.
Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor. Understood.
Very well. This court is in recess. It's my turn for the swings.
See, I know the recess. It's just like you just kind of have chill time. No, like I just want to see Judge on the back porch on a little slide. But I'm gonna stop here for now because I have been doing a lot of talking, and I'm starting to get lightheaded. Maybe. I'll end things off here like I always do by saying good morning, good afternoon, good night, good luck, good riddance, and stay safe. And of course, we save twice for good luck. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.